Carolina, seeded #1 in the South in the NCAA pairings, released today.
He kind of licked his fingers there and smiled, blew a kiss to the crowd. He's smiling at somebody.
You got Davis guarding Carter, and Gordon on Harris. The basket is scored by Carter, and the foul.
He kind of turned back the clock on that play.
And that's 2 fouls on Baron Davis.
Vinsanity. Look at him pointing. He threw everybody off with the point and then just really exploded by Kaman. Kaman's wondering, what did I do? I stayed out of his way. If he doesn't put his left hand on his hip, there's no way they call a foul.
Yeah, the foul goes to Kaman rather than Davis, and the free throw is good by Carter. He has 5 early points, and the Nets lead by 4. Oh, poked away beautifully by Devin Harris.
Will we see Carter?
Gordon is back. Carter.
And Harris actually threw him the ball when Carter least expected it, and he made it look easy.
Yeah, instead of throwing it up. And
Carter, one of the great all-time dunkers, maybe the best ever.
So Dominique Wilkins, what you just said.
Oh, I think Vince blows Dominique away.
Whoa, man. Hey, not Kobe Bryant, that did the job doing the closing in the fourth quarter as Carter knocks one down. He has 9 early points, 21-21. That was game.
Then threw it at the rim. As you see Vince in Exmo, look at the release. We got a good one. Clippers by 2.
Had his best year as a pro for the Clippers, average 16 points a game. Yes, indeed. Jumping off 2 legs, Vince Carter throws it.
Turning back the clock, Vinsanity.
And you were saying he's getting too old.
I said he was showing signs.
Good signs. And she does a great job. God love her. It's a 48-40 Clipper lead. Carter, his athleticism is still there on demand.
I can't believe you were saying he is showing signs of aging, because he has turned back the clock just for you. Triple-doubles LeBron.
Carter for 3. Bingo.
Oh, is that ever a pretty jump shot?
He has 20.
If he were just a dunker, he can step out and shoot. He is a scorer, always has been. Well, they have had some really close games lately.
You know, they played pretty well in Portland. They led much of that ball game.
They were up on trying to mount a charge here and get back in the game.
Carter for 3 more. Bingo. Vince Carter gets his second 3. Carter for 3. Bingo.
Oh, is that a tough shot?
26 for Vince. Clippers by 4. Fans are buzzing. 105 from trying to hang in without their outstanding all-star performer, as Carter gets 2 more plus 1.
He's having some game.
They've not given up at all. He has 28.
He has some game so far, and that was a good take to the hole. Just coming off a little rub off the high post. Kaman didn't cut him off, and then Vince tried to take that to the rim, but Kaman fouled him sillily. Is that a word?
Sillily?
Well, I knew it had to be an adverb.
You better go check that one in your Webster's.
Well, how would you use an adverb and try and
describe it? Was a silly foul.
Well, yes, but that's the easy way to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Vince
Carter in Exmo.
Well, why not?
Doesn't get any better than this.
And he looks good doing it, too. Former 5th pick in the draft. Yes, that's right, 5th pick. Remember, Antoine Jameson, his teammate, was taken 1 selection before he. And look at the pretty release. And, of course, this to the tune of 31 points tonight.
With tonight's Kia card, take a closer look at Mr. Vinsanity having an amazing game, kind of turning back the hands of time at the age of 32. He's got some things on his resume, but never a great team in the NBA has he been a part of. And some good team, never a great team.
He's been on some all-NBA teams. He's been an all-star many, many years. Never a first-team all-NBA player. And never a champion yet.
And a bucket here, and all of a sudden, it's a contest. Carter. Bingo.
What did I say? The only thing that would scare me was a 3 or a couple of them. They've come down on consecutive possessions and nailed deep balls.
And that resulted in that. All Vince is 8 for 8 from the line. 34 points for each game. So be sure to register at Clippers.com. We're tied at 100. Also each night.
Jarvis Hayes knocked down a couple. Then Vince hit this big one. And that was just back.
Ralph Walter, Mike Smith, Dane Blanton, as Carter working here against Fred Jones. Turnaround 12-footer, tie game. He's good.
Well, and nobody ran at him, Ralph. It's not like they have no.
Two because of Vince Carter backing Fred Jones down, getting into his sweet spot and scoring over the right shoulder to tie it at 102. And the Nets have the basketball. The shot clock shows 17 seconds, the game clock 27. So the Clippers guaranteed another possession no matter what the Nets do here. Clippers without any fouls to give.
Well, it's basically one possession each. Who can score? Who can?
Shot clock winding down toward 10. It stands at 10 now. One more notch in the seatbelt, please.
I think they're going to run it, Vince. I think they're going to double team him.
Carter for three. Bingo! Vince Carter. Oh, me, oh, my.
I'm telling you what, Ralph.
He's been doing it his whole career.
I've seen him do it at least 7 times.
He's done it against the Clippers. That's 41 points for Carter, his season high. And he has given the Nets a 3-point lead with 13 seconds to go. They say his age is showing. Well, not tonight, folks. 41 points for Vince Carter, and all the big ones coming down the wire, including a 3-pointer that gives the Nets a 105-102 lead. Most points he scored in, well, 2.5 years.
And this thing was over. Clippers hit 100 points. The only way they could come back was to hit a couple of threes. This one ties it. That 3-pointer just before got him to within 2, and then look at Vince. Their final possession, they can't run out the clock. He didn't even pass the ball. Look at the reaction.
What reaction? It was like, I've done that before.
That's exactly the reaction I'm talking about.
Man, oh man.
And
here's the key statistic. The Nets have a foul to give. And I mentioned earlier, that's in 5 seconds. And the Clippers would have the ball with 7.3 to go.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised if it's someone like Keon Dooling or, you know, taking the ball in bounds, although Keon's a pretty good foul shooter, but it's not going to be a rookie. It's not going to be Lopez. Foul shooters for them, Carter.
It's like Bobby Simmons.